Hi everyone, let us start with real numbers exercise 2.7 and question number 2 today. Rationalize the denominator and simplify. So rationalize means nothing but you know very well that you have to make your denominator a rational number. So let's move on to our question. The first question is root of 48 plus root 32 minus root of 18. So here we have got a rational number. So we have to simplify it. So let's start doing it. First of all, if you could see, this is a big number. So you can directly do it by taking the conjugate of this. So what do you mean by a conjugate? Conjugate is nothing but you have to change the sign in front of the surds. If suppose you've got 2 plus root 3. So root 3 is your surd, right? So the conjugate for this will be you have to write 2 minus root 3. So this is your conjugate. This is the thing you are going to use to rationalize this denominator. Rationalize means you have to make the denominator a rational number. So to do that, first let us uh, if you see the question is little bigger numbers, which means we can factorize it a little bit. It is not smaller number like 2, 3, smaller prime numbers. So what you can do is, let's start factorizing it. So what happens here is 2 twos are 4 and 4 twos are 8. And the next step will be 2, 1 2 is 2, 2 twos are 4. The next step will be 6 twos are 12 and 2 twos are 2 threes are 6. So now one more thing is let's keep factorizing all the numbers for handy. So now 1 2 is 2 and 6 twos are 12. The next thing will be 2, 8 twos are 16. Next is 2, 4 twos are 8. And next is 2, 2 twos are 4 again. And we have got two more numbers, 27. So 27 is 3, 9 threes are 27 and a 3 and a 3. And one more number is 18. 18 is 2, 9 twos are 18, 3 threes are 9 and 3 threes are 9. I have factorized all the numbers given in this question. So now what we can write is, let's start writing one by one. Root 48. So root 48, if you could see, it is like, let's club two numbers together. Do you know why? Yes, you are given a square root. So write it in terms of pairs. So that will be 2 square and a 3. So what I am going to write for 48 is 2 square into 2 square into 3. Okay. Similarly, let's start writing for 32. Can you say for 32? Yes. 2 square into 2. Okay. 2 square into 2 square into 2. Okay. So the next is write the denominator. So denominator is 27. 27, how you can write it? 3 square into 9. Exactly. So club the 3 which is appear 2 times and the 3. Now here, please be careful with the sign. You have to put a minus symbol. Then root 18. So 18 is again 2 into 3 square. So you can write it as 2 into 3 square. Hope you are clear with this step. And let's move on to our next step. The next step is you have to take all this outside. Let me take it directly. 2 square is 1, 2. Okay. And this 2 square, I write another 2. And the remaining 3, keep it as such. And this again, 2 square, I take 1, 2 outside and 2 square, 1, 2 outside. And the root 2, this root 2, keep it inside. Because you can't take outside directly. Then it will be 3 root 3. And what will be here? Yes, 3 root 2. Now, directly we can write the next step. 2 times 2 is 4. Here also 2 times 2 is 4. So, 4 root 3 plus a 4 root 2. And down the bottom denominator is 3. Can we take it as common? Yes, because this also has a 3 and this also has a 3. 3 root 3 minus root 2. And in the numerator, you can take your 4 as a common. So 4 root 3 plus root 2. Where I am taking it? These 4s I am taking outside. Denominator let us write as such. Now we are into the, did you see now we have got a simpler terms instead of our question which is 48, 32, we have got small numbers. So we can do it little easier. So math is always like do the steps quickly and in a easier and correct manner. Okay. So now I have to take the conjugate for this term. Can you say the conjugate for this term? Yes. Just say change this simple alone. So that will be a root 3 plus root 2. So now let us write the similar question as such. And then the last step where we have arrived. And then your denominator root 3 minus root 2. Now let us start multiplying with its conjugate. Root 3, yes. Always take the conjugate for the denominator alone. Okay. So the root 3 plus root 2. Multiply both numerator and denominator by the same conjugates or surds. Now what happens is, if you could see, this is of the form a plus b. Don't confuse with your 4, take it outside. This is like a plus b into a plus b. So what is that? A plus b into a plus b. That is nothing but a plus b the whole square. You can either write it as a plus b the whole square, and then you can put your formula which is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So anyways, let me write it as a plus b the whole square first. What is our a here? Root 3. So root 3 plus 2 the whole square. You understand? I have put this a plus b into a plus b. A plus b into a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So what we are going to do here is we applied t here. A plus b into a plus b is equal to a plus b the whole square. That is applied here. Now the denominator you could see, let me write 3 as such. This is of the form a minus b into a plus b. So what is a minus b into a plus b? This formula. Hope you remember this. That is equal to a square minus b square. So what is your a here? Root 3. So that will be the root 3 the whole square minus root 2 the whole square. Now, if you move on to the next step, write your 4 as such and let us apply this formula. A plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. We have to write this formula. So what we have to write? What is your a? Root 3 the whole square plus root 2 the whole square. So that will be a square plus b square plus 2ab. So 2 times what is your a? This is your a and this is your b. So that will be 2 times root 3 into root 2. So now if you move to the denominator, it will be 3 times, you have to write root 3 the whole square minus root 2 the whole square. So root 3 the whole square is nothing but what? 3 and root 2 means 2. Okay. Now the next step will be 4 times of, let's move a little bit up. Next step will be you have to write 4 times of root 3. What is root 3? Yes, 3 and root 2 is 2 plus this. You can multiply these two inside the square roots. So that will be 2 times of root 6. Yes. So now your numerator is done. Go to the denominator. That will be 3 times of 3 minus 2 is 1. So now if you, this is the final step, 4 times of, what is 3 plus 2 is nothing but 5 plus 2 root 6 by a 3. So now can you simplify this further? No. So just write it as such. You can write it as 4 by 3 into 5 plus 2 root 6. So this is also fine, or you can stop here also. So hope you understood this question. And only one thing you have to remember here is conjugates. So what is conjugate? Just give a negative sign to the surds. So that is the conjugate. Thanks for watching. Let's move on to the next question. So let us move on to the next part of the question. The second part is 5 root 3 plus root 2 and divided by root 3 plus root 2. So can we cancel this root 3 plus root 2 and root 3 plus root 2 directly? No, we can't do that. Because if it is given like this, like I wrote now, root 5 times of root 3 plus root 2, then you can cancel. But this 5 is only for this root 3. It is not for root 2. So you can't cancel it. Don't put any brackets like this and mess up your answers. So let us start rationalizing it. So what we have to do? We have to take the conjugate for this. So what is the conjugate? Just to change the sign before the surds. So now write your numerator as such. 5 times root 3 plus root 2 divided by root 3 plus root 2. I am writing the question as such. Multiply with root 3 minus root 2 divided by root 3 minus root 2. So this is your conjugates. Now start applying the formulas a plus b into a minus b. The denominator is good. So what happens to the numerator? In the numerator, you can't apply the formula or anything. So what you have to do is just multiply 5 root 3 with root 3 and 5 root 3 with minus root 2. So what happens here is 5, not here, in the numerator. So in the numerator, just write 5 root 3 into root 2. What is root 3 into root 2? So if you want, let me write that. 5 root 3 into root 2 plus, what is your next step? 5 root 3. You can write like this also because multiplication means you can put the symbol. But since it was a plus there, you can't put the symbol. So to avoid confusions, 5 times root 3 into root 3, 5 root 3 into root 2. So here, if you could see, this root 2 has a minus. So you can't put your plus symbol over here. Put the minus. You are done with this 5 root 3. Now you have to do for root 2. So what you can do here is just multiply this root 2 with root 3 and this root 2 with minus root 3. So your next extended step will be plus, this is a plus because here it is also plus and here it is plus. So root 2 into root 3 and the minus of root 2 into what? Minus of root 2 into root 2. Okay. So did you understand this? First multiply this with these two terms, then multiply this with these two terms. Now in the denominator, what you have to do? This is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So what is your formula for a plus b into a minus b? Is equal to a square minus b square. So what is your a here? Root 3 and b is root 2. So what you have to write in the denominator? Root 3 the whole square minus root 2 the whole square. Now the next step is what you have to do here is, what is 5 into root 3 into root 3? That will be 5 into a 3. Minus 5 into root 3 into root 2? That will be 5 root 3 into 2. That will be root 3, or you can write it, plus root 3 into root 2 is root 6 minus root 4. So did you understand this? This is root 3 into root 2. And this root 2 into root 2 is, this you can do it as minus 4, and what else you can write? Can you say? Yes, you can put it as 2 itself, because root 2 into root 2 is nothing but your root 2 the whole square, right? Root 2 square. That will be your root 2. So now the next step will be root 6. This is what we did now, a square formula. That is your root 2 a square 3 and root 2 square, that will be your 2. So we have come to our final term. 5 3s are 15. There is only 2 more steps. 15 minus 5 root 6 plus root 6 and the minus 2. then the denominator will be 3 minus 2, which is 1. So the next step, we don't have to write the denominator. We have rationalized our denominator. So leave it as such. But now it is, what is 515 minus 2? 15 minus 2 is, yes, 13 minus 5 root 6 plus root 6. So now, can you simplify this further or we can stop here? Yes, we can simplify this a little bit. What we can do is 13 is a whole number, write it as such. Then 5 root 6 and this is 1 root 6, which is like you can take your root 6 outside and write it as 5. Take your minus also inside, minus 5 plus 1. You understand what I did here? I have taken the common terms here. And then this will be 13 plus root 6 into what is 5 minus 1? 4. So finally, what you can write is 13 times plus 4 root 6. So this is your answer. We have got a minus here. I forgot this. So that will be your 13 minus 4 root 6. So this is your answer. Hope you understood this question. Just I have applied the conjugates and then a plus b, a minus b the whole square formula. So please apply your conjugates and then apply this a plus b or a minus b, a plus b into a minus b formulas. Okay, let's move on to the next question.
So the next part of this question is third one. The third one is 2 root 6 minus root 5 by 3 root 5 minus 2 root 6. So this is like we have got another similar type, but we have got extra coefficients on the denominator. So first of all, what could be a first step? Yes, take the conjugate for this. So what is the conjugate for this? Conjugate is nothing but change the sign in the before steps. So first write the numerator as such. 2 root 6 by minus root 5. Here I am writing the question as such, minus 2 root 6, and we have to take the conjugates for this. And for that, let's put the bracket. And now I'm multiplying the conjugate. What is the conjugate for the denominator? 3 root 5, yes, plus 2 root 6 divided by 3 root 5 plus 2 root 6. So this is your conjugate. Now please be careful, you have to multiply. Multiplying, while multiplying, do it carefully. You have to multiply first 2 with this 3 root 5, and then this 2 with this 2 root 6. Okay, so if you multiply that, what you will get? So if you want to look at this, what happens is, you have to write it as what is 2 root 6 into 3 root 5. That will be 2 3 plus 6. And if you put out it directly, write it forward and faster. 2 into 2 root 6 and 3. 2 times 3 is 6. And 6 into root 5. So that will be, if you want, let us go for one more step. So 6 into 5. Right, now both are inside brackets. So you can write it like this. And then you have to multiply this number with this. So let us try. Write it then manually. 2 2s are 4. And then 6 is again 6 is like 2 move to the final